Hey guys, Dakara here, welcome back to my channel. We're now on episode 7 of season 4 of Supernatural, and let's just get stuck into it. Halloween episode.
Remember last year? We ran out at 6:30.
That's just one piece.
You can have as much as you want after Halloween. You coming?
I'll be up in a minute.
You're gonna pinch some candy, aren't you? No self-control. Although I do kind of want some candy right now. Uh-oh. What was that?
Oh.
No. No. Is that a razor blade stuck in his... Oh my god, it's making me. How did they even film that? Oh, it's coughing them all up now. Uh-oh. Hex bag. We got some witches on our hands. No way. She's from PLL, right?
Just go TP somebody.
Yeah, it's definitely her.
Okay, bobbing for apples is lame.
Oh, come on, it's Halloween.
Lame. I stand corrected.
Well, I want to try.
Oh no, is she gonna get sucked in? Pull her then.
Jenny?
Just stand there.
Help me!
She wasn't even trying to pull her, she's like, help me. It's like, I'm not doing anything, but help me. Oh, and it's oiling her face off. Oh my god.
Yes.
I got this one.
She's really young as well. Come on now,
That's
Dean.
just so weird.
Your friend didn't happen to know a man named Luke Wallace.
Who's Luke Wallace?
He died yesterday.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. So there's no way that these things accidentally hurt the wrong person. It's specific, right?
3 blood sacrifices over 3 days. The last before midnight on the final day of the final harvest. It's October 31st.
Halloween.
Exactly.
We got one more to go.
This ritual can only be performed every 600 years.
Then the
Whoa.
600-year marker rolls around.
Tomorrow night.
Naturally.
Is this something to do with Lilith? He's still eating. I mean, me.
Son of a bitch.
Quit whining.
Oh, there's the connection.
No, Sam, I mean son of a bitch.
She was telling Porky Pies. She the babysitter.
Tracy, Wallace's babysitter.
Bit creepy. Very creepy.
Bring back memories?
What do you mean?
Being a teenager, all that angst.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought you meant. No, that definitely that.
Yeah, Tracy, bright kid, loads of talent. It's a shame she got suspended.
Trick or treat.
This is a motel.
So?
Sorry, kid, we can't help you.
I want candy.
Well, I think you've had enough.
Okay. And barged past him as well. Such attitude.
Who are you? Sam, wait!
We've not seen him for a while.
The angel.
Hello, Sam.
It's an honor. Really, I've heard a lot about you.
He
And
hesitated to shake his hand.
Sam Winchester, the boy with the demon blood. Glad to hear you've ceased your extracurricular activities.
Let's keep it that way.
Ooh, who's this guy?
Who's your friend?
Do you know where the witch is now?
No.
We're working on it.
That's unfortunate. Raising of Sam Hain is one of the 66 seals.
So this is about your buddy Lucifer.
Lucifer is no friend of ours.
Lucifer cannot rise.
Lucifer's gonna bloody rise, isn't
great.
he?
Well, now that you're here, why don't you tell us where the witch is? We'll gank her and everybody goes home.
This is Uriel,
Uriel or Uriel?
a specialist. Both of you need to leave this town
The
immediately.
town?
Why?
Because we're about to destroy it.
Eh? What about all the innocents?
There are 1,000 people here.
1,214.
And you're willing to kill them all?
We're wasting time with these mud monkeys.
A bit rude.
But we have our orders.
No, you can't do this. You're angels. You're supposed to show mercy.
Says who?
Of course you have a choice. I mean, come on, what, you've never questioned a crap order?
Tell me something, Dean. When your father gave you an order, didn't you obey?
Okay, fair point. Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, boys. Looks like the plans have changed. So you went to the trouble of busting me out of hell. I figure I'm worth something to the man upstairs.
Gosh, she's been brave. Not that that's new.
You're gonna wipe out a whole town for one little witch?
Why can't they just take the witch out? Obviously there's a reason, but what is it?
I suggest you move quickly.
He's actually allowing it, Castiel. Okay. That little astronaut's done that, hasn't he? Little shit.
Astronaut! What?
Nothing.
Is he disappointed in Cass?
I thought they'd be different.
Oh, the angels?
Yeah.
Well, I tried to tell you.
I mean, I thought they'd be righteous.
They are righteous. I mean, that's kind of the problem.
I mean, this is God and heaven, and this is what I've been praying to.
Look, man, I know you're into the whole God thing. Just because there's a couple of bad apples doesn't mean the whole barrel's rotten.
Preach.
For all we know, God hates these jerks. Don't give up on this stuff, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, that's really sweet that he's saying that.
That hex bag turned up in our room, not after we talked to Tracy.
After we talked to
Oh,
the
the
teacher.
teacher.
Hey.
Come on, I should have thought of that.
There's a reason we were sent to save him. He has potential. He may succeed here. It's out of our hands.
It doesn't have to be.
And what would you suggest?
That we drag Dean Winchester out of here, blow this insignificant pinprick off the map.
You know our true orders. Are you prepared to disobey?
They're clearly scared of the big man. I
I
can't believe I missed this. I should have totally saw this coming. What a creep. Obviously he's going to be dead after that, Sam. Come on now. You shot him 3 times.
I think he was gonna kill me. I mean, did you see what he was doing? Did you hear him? How sloppy his incantation was? My brother always was.
Oh! This show! So good. Sam might have to use his powers here.
Vejumiti, o sinistra dewa.
Sam, you're going to have to do it.
God umiti.
Cass is not going to be happy about this. Oh no, white eyes.
My love.
Is he going to snap a neck? Called it. At least I got something right.
Whore.
Alright, calm yourself down. Lads, what have you done here? This is what I used to see before laser eye. This was my vision.
Might take more than the usual weapons.
He's egging on about using his powers now, isn't he? He is.
Sam, no, you're not using your psychic whatever.
I might need
because
to.
the angel said so, for one. Please.
What happened to Ruby anyway? Locking them all in. Oh shit. And now they're all gonna feast on these kids. There we go.
Come on, get out!
Yeah. That demon ray gun stuff.
Doesn't work on Sammy boy. Come on, Sam. He's gonna have to use his powers. Yep, there we go. He didn't have a choice in this situation. He was losing there. Struggling. Must be a strong one. Or is it because he's not used them in a bit? Does he have to constantly use them to keep them strong? Well, Dean's seen me now as well. He's struggling. Oh god, he's struggling a lot there. So what happens to all of that now? He just goes to hell, does it? He's witnessed it now. Look, you can see the guilt in his face and the disappointment in hers. But they saved the town.
Tomorrow, November 2nd, it's an anniversary for you, right? It's the day Azazel killed your mother. And 22 years later, your girlfriend, too.
Oh, okay.
We're told not to use your abilities.
If Sam Hain had gotten loose in this
You've
town...
been warned. The only reason you're still alive, Sam Winchester, is because you've been useful. The second you become more trouble than you're worth, and I will turn you to dust. Ask Dean what he remembers from hell.
Little shit stirrer.
Our orders were not to stop the summoning of Sam Hain. They were to do whatever you told us to do.
What?
Your orders were to follow my orders?
It was a test. I think I was praying that you would choose to save the town.
You were.
And yet, even though you stopped Sam Hain, the seal was broken. And we are one step closer to hell on earth for all creation. Now, that's not an expression, Dean. I tell you something if you promise not to tell another soul.
Go on then.
Okay.
I have doubts. I don't know what is right and what is wrong anymore. But in the coming months, you will have more decisions to make.
More tests.
Don't envy the weight that's on your shoulders, Dean.
Why on his shoulders though?
I truly don't.
We'll take some of his decisions off his shoulders and help him out a bit. I thought that was a really strong episode. It had a bit of everything in it. It had the evil within the witches and the hex bags and whatnot. It also had the aspect of the angels, and we found out a little bit more about them as well. It had the brothers working together, also still with a little bit of tension underlying with Sam's gifts and his powers. And then, yeah, the test at the end there. It was a really strong episode. I enjoyed it a lot. First off with Kaz, I think he's just a fascinating character. I want to know more about him. I know that he's a fan favourite, and I'm trying not to let that cloud my initial judgment. As of right now, I do like him, but I don't love him yet. I'm sorry to all those Kaz fangirls and fanboys, but I don't love him yet. I just find him really interesting. I just don't know much about him. The fact that he said then that he admitted to some doubt when it comes to the big man and his decisions and what the future holds, I thought that was really interesting. But he's putting a lot of weight, well, maybe not him directly, but God, is it God? I don't know. Is putting a lot of weight on Dean's shoulders here, and I don't know, it just seems like a little bit much for one person, especially a human. Yes, he's a hunter, but he doesn't have any special gifts right now. I'd understand more so if they were sort of pressuring with Sam because of his gifts. Like what was the other guy's name? The other angel? He made a very strong threat there to Sam, which worried me a lot. And you can tell that it did shake Sam a little bit. They're really, really worried about him and his powers. And I'm assuming that's because he is so strong. And the more he utilises these gifts, I'm guessing the deeper he'll go, or it could spiral out of control a little bit. So these angels, they are saving the many, and their end goal is to save people. But they're also very brutal in the way that they go about it, like the threats that they're giving these boys. But Kaz seems to have took a shine to Dean, I think, because the other angel was kind of like, well, forget this guy. And Kaz was more like, no, don't forget our mission. Giving him a bit more faith, I guess. I could be totally wrong there, and that's just my thoughts. I really thought that at the end of this episode, Sam and Dean were going to have a heart-to-heart about Sam's powers and using them again. Maybe that'll happen in the next episode, I'm not sure. But they had a lot to process there in that episode. There was a lot to take in. Obviously, Sam's been praying and looking up to these people for a lot of his life. Dean not so much, but this is Sam's belief, and you could see his sort of disappointment and him just being really disheartened by the fact that they weren't what he thought they were. But Dean said it really well in this episode, and I thought it was lovely the fact that he boosted Sam in that way by saying you can't judge all of them just off a few bad apples. And you can speak of that of life as well. You can't judge anyone and put people, you can't segregate people into groups of just pure judgmental reasons, because everyone is different, and that goes for the people above as well in the show, I guess. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I'm not sure how much I reacted through that, but trust me, I loved it. I really, really enjoyed the episode. And if you did like this reaction, give it a cheeky thumbs up and subscribe, if you want to, but there's no pressure here. And I'll see you all again soon for another video. Thanks guys, bye.